Good morning, Mama, and welcome to your morning stretch. We'll go ahead and get started in child's pose. So, sitting the hips on the heels, you can come to the middle of your mat and then reaching the arms forward. You can have your knees together or you can have your knees wide, hanging the belly down between the thighs. Once your forehead lands on the mat, see if you can take a deep breath into your lower body, filling up and feeling the sacrum, the sides of the hips expanding. And as you exhale, let it go out the mouth. Take 2 more like that. Deep breath, feeling the sacrum expand, that big flat bone on the back of your hips. Exhale, letting something go. 1 more just like that. Eyes are closed, the gaze is soft. And exhale. Start to feel your body becoming heavier and heavier. Maybe you start to notice a sensation of the mat or the floor under your fingertips. Breathe deeply into the fold in the hips. Soften the jaw, the cheeks, the eyes, and really allow the floor to hold you up. Take a few more moments here, letting your weight pour down into the mat. Then when you're ready, you'll take your right fingertips over to the right side and you'll place the left hand on top of the right. So feeling a slight stretch into the left side body, lateral stretch. Now you can use the top hand, the left hand, to hold onto the wrist, or if you like you could switch the arms, placing the left hand on the mat and the right hand on top. Just have a play and see what works better for you. And then we'll take 3 deep breaths into the side ribs. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Beautiful. Let's go to the other side. Again, just repeating what you did before. Whichever hand was on top. The opposite, walking the hands over to the left side. Sink the opposite hip down. So sink your right hip down. Breathe into the ribs along the right side. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Walk your hands back towards your hips and come up into a tabletop position. So stacking the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. From here, drop the belly, inhale and look up. And exhale, round the spine, press the floor away with your hands and press the floor away with your knees. Tuck your chin to your chest. Feel as if your pubic bone and your forehead could touch. And inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine. A few more just like that. In your own time. Moving nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. There's no need to rush. Nowhere else you need to be. If you like, you could sit the hips back on the heels and draw a few circles. Figure of 8s with the spine. So shifting the weight forwards over the hands, sending the weight back over the heels, or continuing with your regular cat-cows. See if you can synchronize breath and movement, because without the breath, there is no yoga.
you're just stretching. So synchronizing the breath. Let's do one last cat-cow. Inhale, moving all the way to the edge of your inhale. Exhale, continue the movement slow all the way to the bottom of your exhale. Let's try one more. That felt really nice. Inhale all the way. Keep moving until the inhale finishes. Then exhale. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving until you run out of air. Beautiful. Let's come back to center. I need to tie my hair up. Here we go. Just tuck it in. Let's do a sun salutation, so let's tuck the toes, hover the knees, and lift the hips high into your downward facing dog. First downward dog, let's get the alignment nice and strong, nice foundation. So pressing down through the L shape of the thumb and index finger and all the knuckles in the palm of the hand. Make sure there's a slight bend in the elbows, the arms are strong, and wrap the armpits towards each other, like there's two eyes looking at each other. The back of the neck should be long, and the gaze is towards the knees, so your eye is looking towards your knees, or if it's available, your belly button. Now the ribs knit in, the sitting bones lift up, and even if your legs are bent, which is completely okay, you pull up on your thighs. So strong legs, engage your thighs, and then simultaneously a sensation of sending your heels down towards the mat. So it's a very active shape. Let's take a deep inhale here. Exhale out the mouth. And for the rest of class, we'll breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale, lift the heels, and tippy toe to the top of the mat. You can bend your knees and hang over your forward fold. Reach for opposite elbows, shake the head no, nod the head yes. Then, keeping the knees bent, slide the hands underneath the feet from in front, stepping the toes right on the wrist crease, giving your hands a massage, and feel as if you could lift yourself up with your hands, so pulling upwards on the feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, pull yourself down. Hold here for one more breath. And change. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release the hands. Sit down, bend your knees, and reach your fingertips forward, palms facing down in your chair pose. Navel in, ribs knit in, reach the arms forward, hold. And change, come up to stand. Sun salutation, inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank. Option to lower the knees if you like, or lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Take a baby cobra, bhujangasana, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift the eyes, chin and chest. Squeeze the glutes, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Exhale, lower yourself down, press back, downward facing dog. One breath here, inhale. Exhale. Lift the heels on the next inhale and step, float or fly, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold over your legs. Stand up and reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands by your side. One more time, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, high plank. Option to lower the knees or lower yourself down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Untucking the toes so you're hovering on the tops of the feet. Now you can tuck your toes again, bend the knees, hips high, downward facing dog. One breath here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heels and walk to the top of the mat. Again, halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold over your legs. From here, let's step the right foot back. Lower the back knee. And here you could grab your blocks if you like. just be in this lunge for a moment. So you can keep the back toes tucked if it's better for your knee, or untuck them. Scissor the inner thighs towards each other so the legs are nice and strong. Think about having the right hip forward and the left foot back. Sorry, right hip forward, left hip back. I haven't had my cacao or coffee yet this morning. Breathe into the sensation in the front of the right hip. Now you can stay here, or you could interlace your hands on your thigh. Inhale to look up, and exhale, press back. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and reverse slowly the way you came in. Fingertips to the mat, shift back. Half split, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over your leg. Now the toes are flexing back towards the face. The hips are stacked on top of the knee, so not sitting down too low. And you can bend your front knee as much as you need so that the spine is straight. So we shouldn't be looking like a prawn. We want a long spine, even if it means having a bent leg. And then slowly, slowly from there, with a straight spine, we can start to straighten the leg. Great work. Shift the weight forward back into your lunge. Frame the front foot. So engage the core, belly in, press through your hands, tuck the back toes, and whoop, step forward to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back. Other side, so lowering the back knee. Toes tucked or untucked. Blocks if you need underneath your hands. Staying here, breathing into the front of the left hip. Inner thighs drawing towards each other. Think left hip forward and right hip back. Left hip forward, right hip back. Create a nice strong foundation for your lunge. Staying here, or interlace the fingers over the thigh. It's perfectly fine to not do the back bend. It's a beautiful hip opener as it is. But if you'd like to continue, inhale, look up, and exhale, press back. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and reverse the way you came in. Fingertips to the mat or your block, shift back, half split. Flex the toes towards the face, bend the knee if you need. Long spine, no prawns. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lean forward without rounding. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean. Beautiful. Gaze towards the big toe if you feel your eyes are wandering around. One more breath here. And change. This time we will step our knees together and sit the hips on the heels. Take a deep inhale. Reach your arms all the way up. And exhale, bring them down. One more time like that. Inhale, reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms so they face upwards. Inhale, scapula and shoulders lift. Exhale, press them down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. The navel is in, the ribs are knitting in. Straight spine, no flaring in the ribs. Inhale, shoulders up. Take the bend out of your elbows, straight arms, exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And release the fingertips. Hands down like rain, slowly in front of you. My favorite teacher, Talia, always says that. Hands down like rain. So relaxing. Nice. Okay, from here, come and lay down on your belly. I'll just do a couple of cobras before we finish up. So hands are underneath the shoulders and the feet are together. Pull up on your knees. Press your pubic bone down into the mat. This creates space in the lower back. Our lower back already has a natural curve, so we want to work on strengthening the thoracic spine up here. So to do that, we need more length in the lower back. So press your pubic bone down into the mat, tops of the feet to the mat. Pull up on your legs, hands under the shoulders. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, lift eyes, chin and chest off the mat. Feel your hands pulling backwards as if the chest is coming through the upper arms. Keep pressing your feet down, your hips down. Stretch chin away from chest, hold. And lower down, forehead to the mat. One more, take a deep inhale. Exhale, lift eyes, chin and chest off the mat. And exhale, lower it down. Press into your hands. Shift yourself back, sit the hips on the heels, and swing your legs underneath you. Legs in forward position, Dandasana. For a little forward fold, you can walk the sitting bones back a few times, flexing the feet towards the face again, remembering our long spine. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, walk the hands down the legs just as far as you can without rounding the spine. If you like, you can bend your knees and interlace the first three fingers, middle index and thumb, around the big toe. From here, you can work on slowly straightening the legs without compromising the spine. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale, look up. And exhale, coming out of the shape. Bring your feet in towards your pubic bone for Baddha Konasana. Opening your feet like a book. The knees are wide, like a butterfly shape. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And again, without rounding, you can hold onto your feet tight. Exhale and lean forward. Straight spine. Breathe into the place where you feel the most sensation. One more breath here. And change. Slowly come out. Scoot yourself forward on the mat and we'll lay down on our back. Bring the knees into the chest for Pavana Muktasana. Wrap the hands around the knees, shins, or underneath your calves if any of those aren't available today. Otherwise, you can try and grab for opposite elbows, many options. See if you can root your sitting bones, your tailbone, down towards the mat. And without lifting your head, your chin is slightly tucking towards your chest. So your head is down, but one day you could maybe feel every single vertebrae of the spine laying on the mat. I know the first time I heard that, I was like, that's insane. That's never going to happen. But here we are. I can definitely feel my whole spine flat on the mat. So it does happen with time. Great. From here, inhale and feel your belly inflate against your thighs. Exhale, pull the legs towards you. Inhale, stomach to thighs. Exhale, pull the legs towards you. Inhale, stomach to thighs. Exhale, pull, pull, pull. And release. Place your feet to the mat. Cactus your arms out so your arms look like a cactus. Either side of you, elbows are in line with the shoulders. Then send your knees over to the left side and your head will turn towards the right for a twist. If you like, you can stack the knees on top of one another or wrap the right leg around underneath the left thigh. So twisting the legs. But any of those options is a great place to be. There's no need to advance to the next variation. You can always just stay with the first one, and most days I often do. Closing down the eyes now or having a soft gaze. Again, letting the floor hold you up. Slowly come back through center. On your inhale and on your exhale, knees over to the right, gaze towards the left. Eyes closed. Maybe visualizing the spine, the warmth, the space that's been created. Or really, my teacher once told me that space is never created. It is simply uncovered. And so the stiffness and tightness we feel in our bodies is a stagnant energy, really, covering up the freedom that was always there, that we were born with. So by doing yoga or any practice where we're bringing our awareness to our body and breathing into these stuck feeling spaces, we can start to unveil and uncover the space and the freedom that was always there. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, knees into the chest one more time. You can rock side to side. Now, option, you can come into a shavasana, extending the arms and legs wide and as long as you like. You can stay there, or you can just wrap your arms underneath your calves now. Grab for opposite wrists, rock and roll a few times. And if you've got to start your day, we'll seal with 3 deep breaths, whether you're laying down or sitting up. We'll finish the same way, and if you're in your shavasana, stay as long as you like. Let's rub the palms together, take a deep inhale. Exhale, place them over your chest. Keeping the eyes closed, rub the palms together. Inhale. Exhale, place them over a part of your body that needs some love and attention today. Last time, inhale, rub the palms together. Exhale, place them over your closed eyes. Gently blink your eyes open behind your hands. And when you're ready, you can part your fingers and return to this space. Hope you enjoyed. Have a beautiful day.